Well, Punjab Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders in Ahmedabad tonight. A change of venues, right? That leg of the IPL with matches in Chennai and Mumbai is over and is over to the new venues, Ahmedabad and Delhi. This game is of course in Ahmedabad. Punjab Kings taking on the Kolkata Knight Riders. KKR have won the toss and decided to bowl first. But before I head into the details of the pitch, the changes in the playing 11, the conditions, here's a quick look at why you should download the FanFight app.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Right then, KKR captain Owen Morgan has won the toss and decided to bowl first against Punjab Kings. So, what is the pitch looking like here? Kevin Peterson at the pitch report said there is a lovely even covering of grass on this pitch, and thus that suggests the batsmen would be licking their lips. Not a big ground, and there should be value for runs. The captain winning the toss would want to chase. So, Owen Morgan, not surprisingly, then decided to bowl first. That means Punjab Kings will bat, and Owen Morgan wants to chase on this pitch. Remember, this is the same venue where the India-England T20I series was played, the five-match T20I series, and you saw progressively the scores increasing from 120 to over 200 in the final game. The final game was a cracker. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma opening, and there was plenty of action, which India won that series. India won that series 3-2 after losing the first match. KL Rahul, this will be the same venue where he did not quite get going in the 4 T20Is, and he was finally dropped in that final match of the series where Virat and Rohit opened together. So then, what is the gone unchanged? That is, no, they're playing the same team that they played against the Chennai Super Kings the other night. There is no information yet on the Punjab 11. We'll have it soon for you in the course of this show. But the news is that KKR have won the toss and they have opted to bowl first. Then, of course, both captains also spoke about, Owen Morgan spoke about the fact that this is a new venue. KL Rahul spoke about the fact that this is a new venue, the Punjab skipper. It's a new ground. And he also spoke about the raging pandemic in this country and how he hopes the country can fight back from the situation. But he was very categorical in that fact that he wanted to entertain people and from what we have to do in this situation, the fact that this is important to keep your perspective. Also, Pat Cummins, remember earlier in the day, we had news about Pat Cummins, who had donated $50,000 for the cause of this pandemic, for aid and other equipment, and of course he's donating. That's great news. That's a great gesture from the Australian fast bowler, from the tall Australian fast bowler Pat Cummins. That is what he's contributed, $50,000, and also some Australian cricketers flying back home due to their own reasons in the middle of this pandemic, and that's understandable, and we respect that, of course. Also at the same time. Well, the KKR team, like I said, is unchanged. So here is the playing 11. It's Kolkata Knight Riders. The playing 11 is Nitish Rana, Shubman Gill, Rahul Tripathi, Sunil Narayan, Owen Morgan, the captain, Dinesh Karthik, wicketkeeper, Andre Russell, Pat Cummins. I was just talking about him, his kind gesture of donating $50,000. That really is a fine example of what of the kind of gentleman Pat Cummins is, and what a great gesture that was. Everybody's talking about it, and as they should. Great, very great, and it was a great gesture and very kind and generous of him. Of course, there's Shivam Mavi, Prasidh Krishna, and Varun Chakravarti for the rest of the lineup. So that's the KKR 11. Nitish Rana, Shubman Gill, Rahul Tripathi, Sunil Narayan, Owen Morgan captain, Dinesh Karthik, wicketkeeper Andre Russell, Pat Cummins, Shivam Mavi, Prasidh Krishna, Varun Chakravarti. And also remember, during the pre-show analysis, we were talking of the kind of changes the Kolkata Knight Riders would want to make at the top. Would they go with a different pair of openers? Will you see Rahul Tripathi opening, or will you see Sunil Narayan alongside Nitish Rana? Because Sunil Narayan hasn't quite done anything in the middle order on the opportunities that he's got. And Nitish Rana, after starting off so well in the IPL with back-to-back half centuries, has kind of withered away. And Shubman Gill has definitely not looked the part. this tournament so far in the 5 games. And here's the Punjab Kings 11 now. It's KL Rahul, captain, wicketkeeper Mayank Agarwal. Both these guys are in great form. Chris Gale, uh, Deepak Huda, Nicholas Puran, Moises Enriquez, Shah Rukh Khan, Chris Jordan, Mohammad Shami, Ravi Bishnoi, and Arshdeep Singh. That's the Punjab Kings playing 11, right? KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, openers. Of course, KL Rahul, the captain and wicketkeeper. Chris Gale at number 3, Nicholas Puran, Moises Enriquez, Deepak Huda, uh, Shah Rukh Khan, Chris Jordan, Mohammad Shami, Ravi Bishnoi, and Arshdeep Singh. That's the Punjab Kings 11. And of course, Kolkata Knight Riders have lost 4 successive matches in the tournament so far. They'd want to really get their campaign back on track, like Punjab Kings did after losing 3 games. They went on to really set up a big win over defending champions Mumbai Indians. So KKR would definitely want to go ahead and make an impression tonight in Ahmedabad. So that one change that you see, KKR are unchanged, and just that one change for Punjab, Chris Jordan coming in for Fabian Allen. And also, Kolkata will take heart from the recent record against Punjab, right? They have won 4 of the last 5 matches against Punjab Kings. So that is something Kolkata Knight Riders would really want to take inspiration from and do well, and hope that they can reverse their fortunes in the 2021 IPL this evening. We'll of course come back to you with plenty more on this game after the match in our post-match analysis with Boria Mojumdar, Agnesha Thakkar, Pragyan Oj, and Deep Dasgupta, and myself. So enjoy the game, stay home, stay safe, and please follow all government protocols and guidelines on battling COVID-19. Please wear your masks. Please keep sanitizing your hands, and please get vaccinated if you can, if you're available, if you are eligible. Please follow all medical guidelines and government protocols on COVID-19. Well, that's that for the toss updates. Kolkata Knight Riders have won the toss, decided to bowl. The Kolkata Knight Riders are unchanged. And Punjab Kings have that one change. Chris Jordan coming in for Fabian Allen. And of course, Kevin Peterson, like he said at the toss, at the pitch report, this is a pitch where the batsman would be licking the lips. So probably brace up for a high-scoring game, and they have they have some very powerful batsmen on both sides, don't they? So it'll be interesting to see how this match pans out. And like I said, we'll be back with the post-match analysis. Until then, have a good evening.